Let's get this straight out of the way. I don't think power creep is a huge problem, but that doesn't mean it doesn't exist, and that it shouldn't be addressed, as content gets harder through time. Due to the higher time investment in your account, it's only natural for gacha games to release more and more powerful characters, but this doesn't necessarily make older characters unreliable. Even if they have a lower performance, they usually still get the job done. That being said, there are two easy ways to fix this without compromising new characters. One of the options is to simply buff them directly by increasing their multipliers, but personally, I'm not the biggest fan of this method as it usually results in unbalanced characters and a decline in sales. It also might make hardcore players lose trust in the company, as they will never know if a low-performing character they like will be buffed after skipping it. So I would rather go with option 2, as it offers a more pleasant experience for the player, and Honkai's Star Rail has already shown that they will do this. A good example is Jing Yuan, who has received many buffs since his release. And yes, he certainly isn't as powerful as a Charon or Jin Liu, but he's not forgotten by the developers. This is called indirect buffing, and it's my favorite way of seeing characters getting back in the spotlight. Characters like Jing Yuan, Herta, Himiko, Blade, Kafka, Topaz, and many more have received enormous buffs since their initial release. This is all thanks to the indirect buffing through relic sets, or new characters that create the perfect partners for them. But some definitely require more than others. Blade has always been a decent and reliable DPS, but his team requirement always had an immense desire for Bronya, and even with her, he was still not going as crazy as he could, but with the recent addition of Sparkle, he really shines again and is able to zero cycle with ease, as it allows him to completely ignore needing speed with Bronya and Sparkle by his side. Another way of indirect buffing is by adding content centered around forgotten characters. And Pure Fiction definitely made this possible by putting Erudition characters back in the spotlight. Of course, new characters will generally perform better in their respective roles in the current content. But it goes to show you that old characters will remain reliable in new content, and that you shouldn't worry too much about who you pull for. So don't stress, reject being a sweaty player, and simply pull for the characters based on your preferences instead of the preferences of others. In the end, you're only competing with yourself in this marvelous game that you have grown to love so deeply. If you liked this video, please leave a like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it, as making this content allows me to relax from the many hours of studying. See you all next time, and best of luck on your Charon summons.